So this is the one distance problem. It's a very known dynamic problem. In this video, I'd like to show you a solution that is 99% faster than all other solutions submitted to Leetcode. I actually came up with this solution almost on my own, just a few things that I changed to make it faster. So we're going to start with the first edge cases where we get the length of the string. We get the first string, second string, and then we have to check whether one of them is equal to 0, and we can do it like this. We can just multiply them, and if they're equal to 0, we just return one plus the other. That way I don't have to know which one is equal to 0. I can just return the one that is equal to 0. There's another case here where maybe one of them is equal to 1, and then in that case you want to return 1. So if L1 times L2 is equal to 1, then return 2, else you will return this. That will be essentially equal to 0. Yeah, it will be. You can return false too. Next, the next case is if they're the same distance. So if they're the same length, if they're the same string, right? Then there is no word distance, so you just return false. The next case that you want to check is if the difference between the first string and the second string is greater than 2. So to do that without having to do any recursive solution, like in the main solution here, you can do if the absolute value of L2 minus L1 is greater than 2, then you return false. It's actually greater than 1, right? Because if the distance, yeah, so you can do greater or equal to 2, or you can do greater than 1. Greater than 1 is better, I think. Next, what you want to do is you want to loop through both strings, but you don't know which one is bigger. So what you can do is you can create a variable called min this, and you can make it equal to the minimum between L1 or L2, and then you loop letters, and this is gonna be the index. So let's just do in range of min this. So now that we know that the distance is not greater than 1, and one of the strings is not equal to 0, and the distance is not the sum is not equal to 1. Sorry. If one of them is equal to 0 and the other one is equal to 1, then you just want to return 1, because then the other one you just have to change one's character to transform it. Then here, the first case, if the current character on these strings are equal, what you want to do is you just want to keep going. Right? So you're looking for one character that they're different. So if they're equal, then you just keep going to the next character. Next, if the length 2 is greater than length 1, you want to check if the rest of the string for the first string is not equal to the rest of the string of the second string plus 1. And if they're not equal, then you return false. Else you want to do the opposite, right? So else if L1 is greater than L2, either if S1 plus 1, I plus 1 till the end is not equal to T of I till the end, then you return false. And then the last case is if the strings are of the same length, then you just want to check if the character of I plus 1 till the end of the character of T I plus 1 till the end. And if that's not equal, right, then you return false. So if none of that happens, then the strings are only one distance away, and you return true. Let's see. Accepted. Submit. So now this one is faster than 23%. Okay. So let me try again. It ran 100% faster. 58. It just ran at 24 milliseconds here. Same code. You don't have to change anything. And it ran 100% faster. So I really think there is a glitch in Leetcode.